More than 20 years ago, something happened to little Kim Geller that would affect her for the rest of her life.
And I would constantly be waking up and having to throw up. So they did a lot of testing and they couldn't figure out what was wrong because I wasn't showing any symptoms. And through a series of MRIs, they picked up that I did have a tumor.
Kim, a New Jersey native, was diagnosed with a medulloblastoma, a malignant brain tumor.
They decided the best route would be to just do surgery. So they did the surgery right away and went perfectly. And they did a series of radiation afterwards to make sure and to kill everything.
Even though she was monitored, Kim grew to adulthood rarely even thinking about the tumor she had as a child. She was anxious to strike out on her own, and she moved to Boston. It was here that she first met Dr. Peter Black.
The doctor that I had been following for years from New Jersey knew Dr. Black. So immediately when he knew I was moving to Boston, he set me up with his team of wonderful doctors.
But just as Kim was settling in, an old nightmare returned.
She had had another tumor, a malignant pediatric tumor as a child. She had been treated for that with cure. But the problem is that sometimes that treatment can allow other tumors like meningiomas to grow in the area of the treatment.
Doctors used surgery to successfully remove the radiation-induced meningioma and continued to monitor Kim. But it wasn't long before Kim was faced with another challenge.
It was the very next summer. There was more growth and they needed to do another surgery. And then it got to a really scary place where it was, you know, me realizing that this is my brain and this is me. This is what makes you you. And that's where I kind of started to lose it a little bit.
The new meningioma was removed surgically, but just another year passed before Kim got another, and then another in 2006. But in each of these cases, doctors used a different strategy.
They did it with a non-invasive surgery, which is called radiostactic.
Unlike the radiation Kim had when she was a child, doctors used precise laser technology to shrink the tumor with much less effect on the surrounding areas. And Kim continues to be in good hands.
Organizations like the Brain Science Foundation make you feel that there's a support system out there and that there's resources, that if you have questions, you know, there's people there that are connected, you know, and that could lead you to who you need to talk to. So it's really an incredible resource.
This is something the Brain Science Foundation has tried to make part of its education, but you need to continue to follow up, make sure that there is no recurrence, and to provide support for the kind of long-term worries that somebody in Kim's position has about, is it going to come back?
You know, when I first found out about the foundation, it was just so unique that it is focused on something that is so personal in my life.
For Kim Geller and so many others, the continued work of the Brain Science Foundation is their key to a better quality of life and the ultimate goal, a cure.